1, 2, 3, 4, and.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Have a beach ball. Oh. I go crazy on the it's corny, but we're a family. We have our difficulties.
WXJM.
Would you know it's me? Up to the skies and see 1,000 faces look back. When I gonna come down? Wanted to be just like the rest of them. Can't you see it's all a fantasy? I wanna be with you, and you wanna be with me. Trust me, love and down. This is how it's meant to be. I wanna be with you, and you wanna be with me. Trust me, love and down. This is how it's meant to be. be with you.
And you wanna be with me.
Trust me, love and all. This is how it was meant to be.
Andrew George, booking agent, and I'm going to be interviewing Insomnia's girl today. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for doing this show. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Yep, we are glad to be here because we have a lot of new material that hopefully we can put on the next album. I just wanted to get it out. And that's my alarm.
Classic.
Thank you. All right. Any guys want to say anything about Insomnia's girl?
Yeah, why don't you introduce yourselves?
All right.
Yeah.
I am Jacob. I am the guitarist and vocalist. I go crazy on guitar because I want to and I feel like it. And I
Sure.
damage my vocal cords because I feel like it.
Fun.
I'm Caitlin. I'm the bassist. I get mad at him for damaging his vocal cords because then he sounds kind of bad.
That's all right.
It's okay.
I've been smoking for 48 years.
No, and then he always. My throat hurts.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And he's like, I need cough drops. Like,
No, man, learning how to
Be smart.
properly scream is like, that's a difficult, it's fun. But man, it is
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah, I'm the bassist. If I didn't already
Yeah.
say that.
All right, passing the mic.
I'm John. I'm the drummer. We just be playing drums. We just
Go.
get it done.
He's good on the double kick.
Yeah, good on the double kick.
Double kick
Always
was
gotta be.
fantastic.
All right.
Yeah, no, thank you guys for, thank you again for,
Oh wait, hold
Oh.
on. Sorry, we have one more member of the band. John,
Oh,
go
man.
go grab him real quick. We have
oh my God.
a beach
For the
ball.
viewers listening at home, they have a beach ball with
Yeah,
a
we
face
have
on it.
We have a beach ball. And
Oh my God.
It has a face.
It has a
on
face.
And
Whoa.
Billy Bob.
Oh yeah, hold up Billy Bob. Put him.
His name is
just hold
Billy
him down.
Bob. He has two
them-
big eyes, a nose, and a mouth.
It's got a little tongue out. I like his hair.
Great head of hair.
Yeah. What is Billy Bob's pronouns?
Billy Bob's pronouns are he, they.
Goated.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, my pronouns
love
are
it.
he, him.
Oh yeah. You don't mind actually
She,
saying
her.
those as well.
Him.
Awesome.
Yep.
Classic.
Billy Bob
Awesome.
is the newest addition in the band. He plays. What does he play?
Our hearts.
He plays our hearts.
That's awesome. Oh, and I am he, him as well. I'm going to say that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I introduced myself. I'm Andrew. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna start out. I wanted to ask you guys. I ask everyone I've interviewed about this because I think it's important. It's a obvious question, but influences. I hear a lot of obviously classic punk in there with the more louder stuff, but then I also hear a lot of psychedelic rock. You honestly have some stuff that reminds me a lot of Pink Floyd, and I
Yep.
think that's
There we go.
really big one that was like, whoa. So I wanted to ask you guys, what stuff really inspires you? Like, what stuff do you look for, and what do you kind of bring to your music when you think about stuff like that?
My biggest influence is definitely Pink Floyd. I found out about them by searching out what's the greatest live rock performance of all time, and The Wall came up, and that's how I fell in love with Pink Floyd. Now I have 5 vinyl records, a CD of The Wall, the Pompeii Live, all of that stuff. It's been a very big influence. All their 20-minute stuff, 20-minute songs.
For sure.
That's my goal, is to make like a 20-minute long song. And I also am influenced by Nirvana, 90s alt rock, Beck, Smashing Pumpkins, all
Yeah.
those types of people. All right.
I don't know. I just kind of a lot of the times when I think about oh, what do I want to play? I think about for me it's Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's because their bassist is
Hopefully, yeah, fantastic.
so good.
You ever heard the song "You Ought to Know" by Alanis Morissette?
No.
He plays on that song, and it's really good. Highly
Really?
recommend checking that out.
Okay,
after this.
yeah. I also am a huge fan of Pink Floyd. Jacob kind of was so annoying and was like, oh, Pink Floyd's so awesome. And then I was kinda like, okay, I'll listen to it. And the more I listened to it, I was like, hey, this is kind of really good.
Yeah.
And now I have like 8 CDs in my car of just
awesome.
like almost a full like discography. Yeah, but like I just like think about like what are some really good bassists. Like another one is like I'm a huge fan of Muse. Like oh my god, my favorite band ever, pretty much.
That's awesome.
What are you doing?
I'm laying down 'cause my
Oh, that'll do it.
So like for my heavier drum parts, I bring a lot of inspiration from like Signs of the Swarm, some like bigger metalcore bands. But for some like my more subtle stuff, definitely like more 90s rock, Alice in Chains, big bands from that genre. That's where I get a lot of my drum parts from.
He's correct. I would like to note he's currently sitting on a drum stool.
Wait, what?
or
Yeah.
a throne.
He's the only one of us not on the floor right now,
Yep.
just having
We're all
floor
on the
time.
floor.
We're all sitting
Having floor time.
Crisscross applesauce. Oh yeah,
Floor
classic.
time.
Yeah. Okay. Next, I wanted to ask about y'all's songwriting. I think that how a band goes about writing songs tells you a lot about what that band is all about. So I kind of want to ask, what is the process that you would say is probably goes into writing your songs? Is it lyrics first? Is it do you think about structure more, or is it just kind of coming in with a riff, just going off of that? Like what would you say like is your method of putting stuff together?
This is a long story. It used to be we had a very awful method of writing where I would just like put together everything because I would when I'd come up with something I'd want to get it all down at once.
Right.
And so I used to start recording. I just put down a drum riff and be like, okay, that's gonna be it. And then I'd like be like, oh, but I gotta put vocals. And then it's like, oh, it doesn't sound right without a drum. And then I'd end up putting everything down, and then they just have to play what I played. And so we sat down, we had talked about it, and we were like, okay, this isn't working. And so I found the best way for me to do stuff is to come up with a riff and record it, and that's it on my phone with my iPhone camera app. And so then I also write in my notes app just like lyric ideas. And what I'll do is when we come together for a band practice, I'll be like, hey, I got this riff. And then Caitlin might be like, oh, I also have this riff. And then John will be like, I wrote this drum part. And then we say, John, drummers can't suggest songs. That's a joke. That's a joke. /J.
Poor drummers.
Drummers are amazing. They're the backbone of the band. I always viewed myself as like a guitarist. I'm what fills in the space between the bass and the drum, because the bass is like a really valuable instrument. It's like the heartbeat, like the
True.
it's amazing. And then the drum gives you the time. It gives you like the and the guitarist, he isn't. I view myself as like not that valuable, but that also gives me, I view it as a good thing because it gives me room to like experiment and just do like weird stuff. You heard me probably earlier with my delay pedal going crazy on that stuff. Yep.
No, I loved that like weird sweeping sound you made with that. That I thought was really good. I thought that was your pedals like selection was really cool for that. I thought I enjoyed that a lot.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, I have a delay pedal, and I would during the song change the like time between each delay. I like changing it.
Interesting. Would you say you have some shoegaze influenced in? Do you think so?
Definitely My
Yeah.
Bloody Valentine.
Oh,
and
classic. Yeah, great
Slow
band.
Dive When the Sun Hits. Those types of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, amazing. Do you have anything to say about songwriting? What?
Yeah. So like Jacob said, like it used to be a lot of him writing the songs and me being like, oh, okay, cool. Because like before this, I hadn't really learned my instrument very well, and I was like, okay, I'll play what you tell me to play. Cool.
Right.
I'll try to do that to the best of my ability. And like just recently, I've kind of started like loving the bass and like actually wanting to learn how to play it. And I think that has been really influential in our songwriting process, because it's like, no, I want to do this one thing. You can suck it up. all right, I'm going to do this. You have to work around me because I want to do that. And I think it sounds good, you know?
Yeah.
And I think it's been a lot better writing that way because it's like sometimes I love Jacob. He's awesome. But sometimes he can get like a little like, oh, it has to be this way. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well, you need to be a little freer, you know, a little bit more flexible. And I think we've gotten there definitely more recently. And I think that's made our songwriting process a lot easier.
Yeah.
John, I want to pick your brain. You're an enigma to me. I have no idea how you come up with stuff. You just start playing and it sounds good. What goes on?
So like with my drum parts, I spend a lot of time just on my kit listening the older music, and I just try to make up my own parts in those songs and make up my own fills. And that's kind of what leads me to like my parts that I get now. It's just from I guess the practice that I put in, like the special like creativity I put in those parts. But like back to the recording thing, I never like really dealt with Jacob leading the parts, but ever since I've gotten there, like he comes in with the riff normally, and then I'll bring in a drum part that I've been thinking of, and then we just kind of make it all form off of that. But we get over them. That's the main thing. Is that you got to find the ways to get over those hard parts.
I think it's corny, but we're a family. We have our difficulties, but
Right.
we have ways to get over them.
For sure.
We work together as a team, as a collective, because we all love music and we want to make more of it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a great thing to go on about this. I wanted to also ask, so Harrisonburg has a very active local music scene. I wanted to ask, what influences the scene had on you guys, not only in your music, but also in your performance and how you go about doing things as a band.
This time last year, it was earlier, like 2 years ago. If you told me 2 years ago I'd be playing on a radio station and I would have played at like some show houses, I would have said, what? How'd I get there? And so, yeah, with what band? So it started because I'd go with my friends to like shows and stuff, and I'd see people performing, and I'd watch YouTube videos of like Pink Floyd and all these big bands playing big shows, and I'd be like, I want to get there, but I didn't really know how. And then we ended up there was a miracle that happened where there's this band that dropped out of a local show like last minute, and there was someone who was like, hey, we need a local band to fill in, and we hopped on. That was our opportunity.
Parts of songs will like overdo it with the stage presence or underdo it. And I think we need to like fine tune that a little bit more.
I get you.
Yeah, but like actually playing shows is like a big part of that, of like fine tuning it.
For sure. Okay, well, I want to thank you guys again very much for coming on. Thank you. It was great having you guys. Thank you guys for playing the set. Yeah, this was Insomnia's Girl. See you guys later. Thank you.
Insomnia's Girl.